like, subscribe, and leave a comment. So here's your review of AEW Rampage and AEW Dynamite. Week commencing the 1st of April, and no, this is not an April Fool's joke. So it starts off with Dustin Rhodes versus the Butcher, because they had a bit of beef the last week, and Dustin Rhodes get the victory. Then we have the Bullet Club Gold. They show up to Billy Gunn's house. I was attempting to trash it, but they didn't, because Billy Gunn showed up, so they had to leg it. Then we had Diana versus some woman. Diana got the victory. Then we have Mariah May versus some woman. Mariah May got the victory. Then in the main event, it was Roderick Strong versus Daddy Magic in a great match, but Roderick Strong got the victory. Then we head over to Dynamite. So Dynamite starts with Adam Copeland. Basically says a lot of positive things about AEW. It says AEW is the place to be at the moment, and it has the best wrestlers, and he wants to end his career in AEW, and he cites and mentions all new matches and challenges he hasn't had that he wants to have in his career before it's over. This is basically a response to CM Punk going on the MMA Hour and slightly trashing AEW. It seems like Adam Copeland is sort of defending AEW. Then it goes into Will Ospreay versus Hobbs in a great match. Go and watch it. This was actually a really good match. This was a really good match. Big man versus the high flyer aerial assassin, but in the end, Will Ospreay got the victory. Then we have straight after Bryan Danielson versus Lance Archer in a really physical match. Obviously, there's a height discrepancy here, but in the end, Bryan Danielson got the victory. Then we have Chris Jericho and Hook basically talking about tag teaming on Collision. It seemed a little bit frosty, but we'll see what happens there. Then we have Shane Taylor and Lee Moriarty call out Hook and Chris Jericho. So that looks like that's going to be their opponents. Then we have Jay White versus Billy Gunn in a decent match. It was actually turning into a decent match. Billy Gunn was dominating most of it, but then it turns into a DQ due to a blatant low blow from Jay White, and then it turns into a big brawl. Then we have Willow. She's basically ready to face Julia Hart for a TBS title. I feel Willow might win it. I think she might win it. And she basically, with who she is and the way she looks, she didn't think she could make it in the wrestling industry, but she's making it and she's doing really well. Then Mercedes Moné comes out and goes, she's got next. Then we have the Young Bucks versus the Best Friends. This was the most controversial match. So it was a good match. No, good match between Young Bucks and the Best Friends. Really good match. Go and watch it. But in the end, the Young Bucks get the victory, and this is in the tag team tournament for the vacant tag team championships. It was after the match was crazy. Trent got mad and he took out Orange Cassidy. Wow, so heel Trent. He actually looks like a heel to me, to be honest. Then we have Mariah May versus Thunder Rosa for the #1 contender for Toni Storm's title, the AEW Women's Championship. Really good match, but in the end, Thunder Rosa got the victory. Then in the main segment, it was Samoa Joe and Swerve Strickland signing their contract. Samoa Joe basically says to Swerve Strickland, he's going to put it into hip-hop terms. He goes, he's going to give him bad memories, like he left somebody's party too late. And then basically Swerve said this is his house, he's worked for this is his house, he's going to prove it's his house, and he's going to be the dynasty. And then Joe actually beats down Swerve, and then Swerve signs the contract with blood. Like, subscribe, and leave a comment.